5 years ago, I sat in a hospital room and was told I had breast cancer. As a man, that's something you never expect to hear. After chemotherapy, surgery, radiotherapy and years of follow-up care, I'm thankfully cancer-free. But today I've travelled to Chengdu to visit one of China's leading cancer hospitals and undergo some of the same tests that cancer survivors experience every day. This is one of China's leading specialist cancer centres and the largest dedicated cancer hospital in southwest China. Every day, patients travel here from across the region seeking diagnosis, treatment and follow-up care. And one thing I've noticed during my years living in China is how quickly the country's healthcare system has developed. So before beginning my own follow-up examination, I've come to see one of the hospital's most advanced facilities. So this is the Proton Therapy Centre. Now, traditional radiotherapy remains highly effective, but proton therapy gives doctors yet another tool, allowing them to target tumours with extraordinary precision. And the goal is really quite simple: deliver treatment where it's needed and protect as much as the healthy tissue as possible. And walking around facilities like this, it's impossible not to appreciate how much cancer treatment has evolved over the past decade.
Hello.
Ni hao.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Please sit.
Thank you. I still have a lot of nerve issue in my feet.
I think the nerve issues is because of the chemo.
But is it likely to ever improve, or after 4 years is it likely probably just to stay like this?
Maybe you can try acupuncture.
So today my checkup starts with something many cancer patients will be familiar with, and that's a blood test. For cancer survivors, these tests are extremely important. Doctors aren't simply interested in today's results. They're looking for trends that develop over months and years. As a male breast cancer survivor, one of the indicators that may be monitored is something called estradiol, or E2. Most people think of it as female hormone, but it can play an important role in breast cancer monitoring and treatment. What many patients never see is what happens after their blood sample is taken. Behind the scenes, specialist laboratories processing huge numbers of tests every day, helping doctors build a clear picture of a patient's health. Testing is not just about getting a result. Doctors need confidence that the results remain reliable over many years of follow-up care, giving patients greater confidence in the trends being monitored over time. Many of the systems and medical technologies supporting this work come from Mindray Medical. Another exciting area is the growing use of artificial intelligence. I learned that Mindray is developing an innovative AI diagnostic tool using information such as age, gender and laboratory test results. The system can help identify different types of lung cancer with very high accuracy. For cancer patients, finding pulmonary nodules during follow-up can be stressful. In the future, a simple blood test combined with AI may help doctors determine whether a nodule is benign or malignant, detect changes earlier and adjust treatment plans more quickly. Ultimately, all of these advances share the same goal: helping doctors provide the best possible care for patients. Okay, so while the laboratory's processing my results, it's time for the part that always makes me a little nervous, and that's the ultrasound examination. You know, something when you have these done, there's always that little feeling in the back of your mind that they might find something, so it's a big relief when they say everything looks good. Today I'll be having both a breast and a lymph node examination because my lymph nodes were removed during treatment. Monitoring this area remains a really important part of long-term follow-up. The scan today is performed using Mindray's flagship Nuowa A20 ultrasound system. The images on the screen show an incredible level of detail. Structures that were once difficult to see can now be viewed with remarkable clarity. For cancer survivors, early detection is vital. The sooner doctors find a problem, the more treatment options are available. That's why regular follow-up appointments are so important. So again, this is something that's really different in China. I've already got my results. Now, normally you get your results either instantaneously or within about an hour. And that's very different to the UK, where often you can wait weeks and weeks to get your results. And that is sort of has a psychological effect, because when you're waiting that long for your results, you're always worried in your mind that there's going to be a problem. Whereas here in China, you get to know pretty much straight away, which is fantastic. And then comes the moment every survivor waits for, the doctor's verdict. Everything looks stable, everything looks normal. No matter how many years pass, hearing those words always brings a huge sense of relief. One thing that has become clear during today's visit is that successful cancer treatment is never about just one doctor or one machine. It depends on an entire team: doctors, nurses, researchers, laboratory specialists, engineers, and the technology that supports them. Companies like Mindray Medical work behind the scenes, and most patients never think about who develops this equipment. But from blood testing to imaging and patient monitoring, these technologies help doctors make better decisions every single day. Before I finish, I'd like to talk briefly about male breast cancer, because many people still don't realise men can develop breast cancer too. If you notice a lump, changes around your nipple, swelling, or anything that simply doesn't feel normal, please don't ignore it. Get it checked. Now, it may turn out to be nothing, but early diagnosis can make a huge difference. If sharing my experience encourages even one person to seek medical advice sooner, then telling this story has been absolutely worthwhile. 5 years ago, I was a cancer patient. Today, I'm a cancer survivor, and that's something I'll never take for granted. I'd like to thank the doctors and staff at Sichuan Cancer Hospital for allowing me to visit and learn more about the incredible work they do. At the same time, I would also like to thank Mindray Medical. Thanks to their commitment to advancing medical science outreach, we have gained deeper insight into these critical technologies that support physicians around the world in caring for patients. I really hope you found this video interesting. Most importantly, I hope it reminds people of the importance of regular health checks and early detection. And from here in Chengdu, Sichuan, for now, take care.